It's not always the case that you want supermodel good looks in cars, buildings or whatever. Sometimes when form follows function, the results can have a kind of beauty of their own just because they work. But then sometimes practicality doesn't always result in beauty. Sometimes it's a bit of an ugly duckling. The Citroen Berlingo Multispace. It sure ain't pretty, is it? It's actually a car based on a van that was built to have car-like qualities, if you see what I mean. But don't let the word van frighten you, there are some nice touches in here. The nicest of which is this, a full-length canvas sunroof. Practically open-top motoring. It will cost you, as an extra it's about 450 quid, though on this one it was actually included in the price. So you might be able to negotiate it at your local Citroen dealer. And that brings us on to the car's biggest feature, or in a way its smallest feature, the price. 9,495 quid, which I reckon makes it amazing value. Okay, for that money, what could you get as a mini hatch? Possibly a VW Polo 1.4, which is going to look better and drive better. But if you need space, it would have to be this. Unless you've got another 4 grand, then you could get a mini MPV and have both. Certainly, apart from the dimensions, there's very little van-like about it inside. It's very much a car interior. I do like this blue spread out all over the place. And you get everything you need. Electric windows, remote adjustable mirrors. Even the driving position is pretty car-like. You see, it's like this. You don't always want to be wearing your nice, best, fancy leather jacket. Might look good, but it's not going to be any good if it's raining and cold and wet. What you want then is a nice big comfy anorak, which may not look as good, but put it this way. If you're halfway up a mountain and it's freezing cold, this is going to be beautiful. And this is the automotive equivalent of a big comfy anorak. Believe me, loaded with useful features such as sliding doors. Try that in a supermarket car park. Great access, you don't bash the car next to you. Useful. You see, oh, let me lose this thing. You can have your little sports cars and hatches, and that's great. But when do you find in those this kind of space? You could fit a hatchback in here. And it doesn't stop there either, because it's not just the width and the depth, it's the height. You can get all your possessions in. It increases. You see, it's not difficult to give yourself a colossal amount of space. We're talking back to a van. Huge! You see, this is where its van origins really start to pay off. Ask any van driver and you'll be told what you need is a flat load space and a high roof, and you've got both. I mean, if what you really wanted was a beautiful, pretty little car, you wouldn't even be considering one of these. But if what you needed was space, practicality, and, well, frankly, incredible value for money, then this, to you, would have a kind of beauty, which just goes to show beauty really is more than skin deep.